What up, though, y'all? It's like, nah. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Energy. I am back with another banger. Pew, pew. All right, let's tap in. Okay, Cause period. Really, because when I served my son his breakfast, he said, "Get down." I was like, "Get down." And then I heard the song in my head. How you gonna know you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. So, alright. I asked him could we go and get me some Popeye's chicken because I'm craving it. And he said yeah. But then I was like, I'm gonna wait because I had already took some chicken wings out. And I was intending to bake them, which I'm now air frying them, but I only did like a couple, and I might put the rest is kind of still frozen, so I might be able to put it back in the freezer and still give me some Popeye's chicken later, because it just don't be hitting like Popeye's. So, because I have fufu left, I had some fufu and a goosey stew, but it needed meat. It was good, but I used to eat it without the meat, but I need some meat, so I'm baking some, well, air fry baking some chicken. And I figured let's go to the club, okay, while I'm waiting, okay? So, this is a club reading. There's so many vibes in here. But let's go ahead and see what's going on. All right, I got my Tesla hoverboard shoes on, so I ain't really touching the ground, but I'm just hovering around in the club. All right, period. So let's go. I got my coffee, I got my water. All praise to the Most High. Trust your intuition over mine. We're live. What's at the club? What's going on in the energy club? Can I get a general spirits? General reading. My Palo Santo split in half. It's two. It's two pieces now. It's a nice smooth split. Nice. Now I got two pieces. Okay. Could be some separation or division in the club. What, like some Crips versus Blood type stuff, or what is that? We got the moon, illusions, fear. I just heard somebody is caught up in illusion. Someone is scared, fearful. We got the Three of Pentacles in reverse. They're afraid somebody is not going to cooperate. This person could be very childlike or childish. They're fun and maybe funny or something like that. But they're also like a light seeker. They're a light seeker, a truth seeker. The sun energy could be a Leo. They're like a light seeker. So the things that are hidden, the things that are confusion or are confusing, this person, they seek that type of knowledge and understanding. Like that's part of their growth process, or that's maybe part of their purpose. Okay, is to illuminate certain things. And then with the Leo energy, even if you're not a Leo, it's the energy of taking a leadership role. And this has to do with information, and this has to do with hidden information when it comes to like your intuition with the moon, or like occult hidden knowledge, okay, things that are unseen, and getting clarity of like the third eye awakenings. Oh man, it's a fire in the back of the club. Somebody, I told you, them Crips and them Bloods. Gang wars, gang stalking, gang in this thing. Yin yang, I'm hearing yin yang and gang. It's a lot of messages be coming out with these club readings. But anyway, yeah, somebody is not afraid. There's people here who want to know, but they're afraid to go into the deeper things, into their subconscious, into, the hidden energy. They could have fears that greet them there. Or it's hard for them to get out of illusions. They're often deceived, or they become so delusional that it creates anxiety. So somebody has a hard time with that. This could be easy for you, but I feel like somebody was afraid that this is not what you were going to do. Okay. So, Tower moment, because you are gonna do it, or you did do it, or something like that. But that's where the fire came from. The card behind that is the Tower. You see that fire there? I told you. It's a fire in the back of the club. Some of them mad. Something about what you bring to light or what you brought to light. Oh, it's exposure. They're exposed. They might be getting kicked out of the club. I feel like there's two people that got in. They weren't even supposed to be in there. It's always two people on this day. Why is always two? They move in twos. They move in twos. Or they move in groups. Maybe groups of two. I don't know, like couples. But anyway, they did not pay to get in the club is what I'm getting. So they did not pay to play. They're trying to play some kind of game here that has to do with the heart space, but they did not pay to play. Okay, so but they were in there. Ooh, I'm hearing wicked people. And in high places, they get their wicked asses back down to the ground and do their work before they come up there, because they were trying to create a hardship for the Empress, maybe a Taurus. Now, don't be treating nobody like that in the club and they pregnant and y'all bumping them and pushing them and gang stalking and trying to scare the living daylights out of this mother here, causing insecurity, or at least they were trying to. They wanted you to be insecure. They wanted you to have a creative block. You don't know what to do. They thought they was gonna make you stop. They thought that you would become overly dependent on someone. So they were trying to create, literally trying to create an illusion for you. I think they want to make you look delusional or feel delusional. So they sowed the seed of deception, but you caught it. That's like Eve chilling in her garden and shit. And then that snake came out. Like she's eating her apples. Oh, so sweet. I think one of those apples Adam actually left for her. Or God, God told her it was good. But then the snake was like, nah, come over here to this tree right here. I got something else for you. And was trying to get to her. Okay. It's the Empress in reverse. But the Empress had did the work. And look, what work did they do? These cards are repeating. I'm just pulling from the bottom of the deck, y'all. Just one after another. But look at the story building. Eight of Pentacles. The Empress in reverse did the work. What did they do the work for? What we started with, the moon. They went into the subconscious. They went into the hidden things. They were not afraid to go into the deep, to go into the dark. Okay? Yeah, they wasn't scared. I told these motherfuckers, that's a song playing in the club right now. We ain't never scared. We ain't never scared. We ain't never scared. I saw these motherfuckers. We ain't never scared. Okay, because period. I said Crips and Bloods up in that bitch. It's the red versus the blue. Crip walking on these niggas. Okay, stop. But no, let me see. Oh. Yeah, because strength comes back out. And you know what strength represents? Leo energy. Here go that Leo again. I told you. They was afraid that Leo wasn't going to show. They was afraid that Leo was not going to do what they do when they do what they do. Why would they think that, though? Because usually, if it has anything to do with showboating, anything to do with being loud and proud, anything to do with being playful or silly, anything to do with being extra and dramatic, you can count on a fucking Leo. If they in their Leo energy, you can count on a fucking Leo. So I gotta ask, why did they think you wouldn't show up? Okay, let me see. Why did they think a Leo wouldn't show up to the club or wouldn't show up for the park? It says heart to heart. Oh, okay, okay, Leo. Why so serious? Heart to heart, deep conversations, intimate discussions, blunt and honest. Really, that sounds like a reason that you would show up, but maybe some part of this was not funny to you. Okay, so yeah, maybe some part of this was not funny to this Leo here. So they were kind of feeling like, man, it's got something to do with the heart space. It got something to do with emotions. They could be too much in their emotions. They could be focused on their feelings. They could be seeing red. They could be thinking about switching teams or switching sides. What they thought you was? A traitor? They thought you was a traitor? Because you went from Crips to them being afraid that you was going to be too much on the blood side. You was going to be scared. Let's see. Maybe they thought you were playing both sides, so they ain't know. They ain't know for real. We got new boo. They also could have been afraid that you had already given your heart or your love to someone else, so they thought that you would not show up because you may have a new boo. Now, new boo is in reverse, though, so it flipped around. So, I don't know. It's one or the other. Either they were afraid you got somebody and so you weren't going to show up because you weren't interested and you don't care. Otherwise, they could have felt as if because you are not in a relationship, maybe, like I said, some part of this has to do... Oh, was your boo at the club? Your boo at the club. Okay. So, Leo could have had a boo that's at the club, too. And they didn't want to see him because they're not together. Or, like I said, Leo is a lover. So, you know, they be out there on the scene and all of that. But when they get booed up for real, yeah, you don't really see them like that. They be booed up. So maybe that's what they thought too, that you could have been having this little sweet escape with your boo, your lover, and so you weren't going to show up. You guys are going to be all hands all over each other in love and shit, so they thought you weren't going to show up for this. Okay, let's see. What else? Oh, see, I said something. Oh, are you the Empress? Damn. Okay, Leo. It's been a while since I did a reading where it's kind of all Leo. But the Taurus energy, you can have Taurus placements, okay? The Empress in reverse. Doesn't have, you don't have to. But that's what I'm getting is that it was you. So you were they didn't want you. Okay, you got bloods that did not want you to show up. So these bloods could have been the one that came in trying to give you some candy or feed you that apple. Remember I said snakes? Snakes coming in your garden. Here go Eve doing her thing, but these fucking snakes came in and they was trying to trick her and shit. God told her, he warned her about it. Okay, but obviously it looks like you weren't affected. You had already did the work. So you were protecting yourself. But then they start acting up in the club. They was mad when you showed up. So the key was that you were not supposed to show up. Okay. The Bloods didn't want you to show up. Your Crips was afraid you wasn't going to show up. But you showed up. And your Crip walking on the motherfuckers or something. You doing something. You doing something. So somebody is caring for and nurturing this mother, because I was like, why are you in the club by yourself, and why they leave you by yourself and everybody acting a fool like that? And then you know when it's a fire, you know how people be moving around, they get all scared, they just trampling over everybody, shooting at everybody. That is not a safe place for you to be when you're carrying this pregnancy. So I do feel as if there is something brewing, because the pregnancy is, you know, this is all kind of a metaphorical reading, take whatever resonates or be entertained. But like, there's something brewing within you, something new that's about to happen, and it takes two, okay? Where two or more gather, you are co-creating with someone. And I'm telling you, this person is very invested in this baby they put inside of you. And it looks like you're very invested in them too. And I'm gonna have to say, let me see. Well, see, both their hands are around that baby, so I don't know, you're going to try this motherfucker. They really worried about what's going to come up out of that belly, what they put in there. They want to see, you know, the results for their work. However, it does look like somebody that you genuinely care for. But anyway, you had somebody looking out for you, even if it's not your boo, okay? Somebody's looking out for you. Someone was expecting you, and then you had another group that was gang stalking you, tried to take you out before you got there, and then was pissed as hell that you were there. Now that's another couple that I was getting with the Tower, and these are some sneaky links, okay? These are lovers, but they're hidden. So these are people who pretend they don't like each other, pretend they don't fuck with each other, but they love each other for real. Low-key situationship, so they be, you know, talking and laughing and giggling with each other and setting up little schemes and shit behind the scenes. Yeah, side piece. Okay, I don't know. They must really. They supposed to be with somebody else or something like that, or they was supposed to. But this whole situation had been going on behind the scenes, which is probably why they're not in a relationship. Okay, but I feel like they wanted to keep you out of a relationship too, or they were trying to see if you were in a relationship or if you would buy into that energy with the delusional. Okay, they were trying to see. It says detective snooping for dirt, and accusations. Okay, but we have my boo in reverse. So yeah, it does look like you got somebody that did put a baby inside of you. This is someone that you do care for or care about, but the connection is not distinguished. The connection does not have a title. Official status is in reverse. Exclusive relationship is in reverse. So you may have even known about this little side boo or side hustle or sneaky link that they had going on the side. But I mean, you know, why would you care? Y'all ain't even together. Okay. Y'all ain't even together for real. You just trying to make sure, you know, that this baby come out. Okay, because period. You got kids. Bills. Okay? Watch out a little bit. Hold on a second. Let me check this chicken. I get that in here. Let me fly over to the air fryer. Fly. Okay. Somebody be mad too. Every time you show up at the club, they say, like, you always fucking win. Somebody's sick of your ass. Said they hate you because they love you. Girl, cut it out. They be lying. They be lying. All right, let's see. What else? Let's go to the club. That's all y'all do. All we do is club. Let's go to the club. Why y'all hate at home so much? Gotta clean them hurt spaces out. I'm outside again. Because, bitch, I hate at home. It's giving. What is giving? What is giving? Let's go to the club. What is giving? What's up in here? Break this motherfucker open. Oh, my boo wanted to come out again. Ain't no real relationships going on. Is that dead? I hope not. Please don't tell me, because I'm always the last one to know what's really going on out here in these streets. Are you telling me that relationships are dead? You know what? I think I just said something like that to myself the other day. So yeah, probably. But it could be flighty. It's just a wave. But it's like, never again. I'm done. I ain't committing to none of these niggas. I ain't committing to none of these hoes. Until you meet that one, quit lying to yourself. But you do need to be careful though. So it might be a good mindset to be in currently, because the person is really for you. They gonna win you over effortlessly. They gonna change your mind. Okay, you kind of want somebody who can change your mind, especially if you don't have a very feeble one, because that's a motherfucker. Do you hear me? They're really good for you if they can get you to start to do things that are good for you that you would not do before. I don't care how they get it done. Okay, somebody got to do it. Make these niggas mad, so somebody got to do it. All right. Love bombing. Yeah, that's why you need to stay out of the relationship, situationship type of energy, because someone keeps trying to love bomb you. Now, you could be awakened to it, but if it's extra stress or it just actually pushes you to actually think about the person that you do have these feelings for and like dwell on your true feelings, even though it could be very true, someone is trying to manipulate and use that truth against you because they're love bombing you. So they're trying to overinflate it, trying to get you overly attentive, needy, thirsty for the energy. If you're not a blood, they're trying to turn you into one. Okay, they want you to become vampiric, or they want you to look like that's like succubus energy. Okay, so this might be another succubus. They want you to look like them so that they can hide and possibly show up as you. They were already trying to. They want you to shower somebody with affection, and because they're trying to tell this person it's for personal gain. So they're telling them you all about the money. Okay, and you're trying to use this person to get to the bag, and they want you to feel used or something like that. But this person, they are not credible. Look at them. They not even in the club. How you hating from outside the club? You can't even get in. They numbing themselves on the outside of the club. They done got put the fuck out. You see how they sitting on the corner? Look at them. Got a bottle. They didn't get that bottle from inside the club. They smuggled it in the club. They smuggled it in the club. That's probably why they got put out. Trying to pretend like they bought a bottle. You know how much a bottle costs at the goddamn club. You ain't bought no goddamn bottle. You ain't bought no goddamn bottle. Trying to act like you bought a bottle. You didn't buy that bottle. You did not pay for that bottle. Alright. But anyway, they on outside of the club. Self-medicating. They have addictions. And they're having irrational behavior. So they were really hoping that you would cover over this for them. They were trying to get you in that energy so that they could hide out as you. But you see, they still got a mask on. But they on outside of the club. That mask did not stay on long enough. They were seen and they were put the fuck out. They got put the fuck out of the club. Alright. Sipping was on the bottom too. Now for this person, they could be going through extra issues because they were being too goddamn nosy, too busy running their fucking mouth, spreading rumors that they fell into some gossip. So probably something that wasn't even going on or something that didn't even happen. They done fell into that shit. Alright. Now they can't get out of it or get away from it. Sound like they set a trap for you and then they fell in it. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. Alright, what else? I gotta get a little toxic because, you know, the club energy, you know how it be. With gang stalkers and vampires and shit. You know, you can't survive being sweet and shy and humble and timid. That ain't no, you can't, what are you doing? Honey, you need to go home. Or come there when you got your man. Or come there with your, not even with your woman. If you a guy and you like, you gonna need to come with your crew, okay? Yeah, that's not the place for you. The club's not the place for you. You gotta have some thick skin to be up there in that motherfucking club, and you need to have the vibes, okay? And a little bit of toxicity, you know, just a cocktail made just right, okay? It'll be the perfect kryptonite for somebody who need to say goodnight because they ready to fight up in the club. They gonna get everybody put out, get it shut down. All right, let's see. Too many cards coming out, but I do see the 10 of clubs here. Run around a motherfucking club. Run around a motherfucking club. Oh, shit. Who is the 10 of cups? Ten of clubs. I said 10 of cups, but that's not the 10 of cups card. But they amped up, though. That energy came out amped. Okay. 10 of clubs, 10 of wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Oh, shit. Did Leo show up and run around the motherfucking club? They turned up, period. Okay, Leo. Am I going to have to label this for you? I always feel bad when I label something for Leos because my sun sign is a Leo. It'd be like, they're going to think that reading is for you. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a shit? I'll live vicariously through it. I ain't been to the club in a while. Okay, let's see. 10 of clubs. 10 of clubs. 3 of clubs. Okay, let's see. So 10 of wands, basically. 3 of wands. Pressure. You pressure. Shorty, you pressure. You got somebody obsessed, emotionally, like unstable. They could be keeping their distance from you. It says sexual magic. Maybe they're afraid that you're doing sexual magic on them because they feel like they're obsessed with you. They have this insatiable desire for you sexually. They want to take action towards you. They looking at you. You looking fine as hell. I'm trying to be seen. Oh, come on. Come through, Glorilla. Glorilla's stomping in this bitch. I see you because I keep hearing her music. Bitch, I'm outside again. Wait, what'd she say? I'm looking fine as hell. I'm trying to be seen. Okay, because period. Here we go, Leo. Is Glorilla Leo? All right, here we go. I forgot to look it up. I was going to look up yesterday whether Cardi B was a Leo or not. Because I was getting her energy in the reading. I didn't even upload that one. It was just for whoever caught it. So subscribe. Okay, so you can catch me when I go live because I do sometimes do readings that don't make it to my platform, okay, like where I upload it for later viewing. It's a one-time thing, one-time ticket. Come one, come all. It's the circus. And it's only for y'all in that moment. Okay, because period. All right, anyway. Let's see. 3 of Wands, 10 of Wands. This person just looking at you from across the club, but they feel like it's something that you're doing to them, or you gotta be, because this person is not, you must get them in their feelings. Pressure. Show you pressure. It's nothing to have like a sexual attraction to somebody in the club. Everybody have dress, or they do in there in they best. You know what I'm saying? They got bottles, people popping bottles, looking good. Niggas got their earring in. Okay, you know what I'm saying? They shining, glowing, teeth glowing, skin glowing. They just be looking good. Okay, you know the lineup is tight when they up in that motherfucker. Okay, the lights be hitting just right in the club. Everybody looking good. Bodies banging, okay. Legs out, hands down, okay. What up, though? What up, though? We talking face, hair, ass, titties. Okay, it's all of that up in the club. All of it. Big money in the club, okay. Big D energy in the club. Ooh, so it's nothing to have a sexual attraction. But the thing about you is that you also kind of push this person to want to, like, ooh, they just want to love on you. And that's why they feel like, I don't even know you like that. They may not have known you. This could be their first time putting their eyes on you, or they just have been viewing you from a distance. So why they feeling you like that? So they feel like something is up with that. They're a little shy, or they want to stay over in the corner, but they are checking you out. But the 3 of Wands says, oh, watch out for this one, because they will draw you towards them. It's because of the energy they have towards you. They're a siren. The energy that they have towards you could move you to approach them, but be careful with that, because like I said, this person wants to be emotionally disconnected. They're actually looking for something where they can be emotionally detached. They may be emotionally unavailable, but the vibes are giving you that that's what they want to do. So if you were to walk into that, and if you a Leo, you know you wear your heart in your sleeve. If you was to walk into that, their ego might come out. We at the club. Remember that. Remember that. Their ego might come out and be like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Nah. They might act like they wasn't even checking for you. So be careful with that. But their energy may like call out to you. But it would be a risk or a gamble if you were to make a move towards this person. But I am getting that, I mean, the 3 of Wands, though, is really somebody who's waiting for their ships to come in. So this would be like a masculine energy who tends to be at the club looking good as hell and waiting for them girls that's going to run up to him to serve him. So he does kind of do summoning, okay? Yeah. So I'm not going to say he may not approach, but he's looking at you, and you're probably getting his energy. Look, I can't make it up. And I think there's somebody else in the club too, so that could be another reason why he doesn't want to approach you. I don't know if it's his boo, but they're at least friends, okay? Or they got something going on, because it does say third party, but it also says fun and friendship. So maybe it's just like a, you know, friend with benefits or whatever. But this person is looking at you. So they have a friendship. They already have a situationship, actually. But they're open to another one. This is somebody who likes to keep maybe multiple people, or they just aren't in a specific relationship. I was saying it don't look like people is looking for that right now. So they could just be open to having fun, having friendships, and they have a third party already. But the way that they're looking at you, it says VIP, BFF, secret admirer, and open. So they are open to you. Even with the friendship energy, it's like you would be top, because, you know, BFF is a lot more than just a regular old friendship. Even with you, it says they want to take the fast lane to VIP. This person does want to have like some one-on-one time with you, or one-on-one connection with you, but maybe they're just not approaching right now because of the other situation that they have. And so they're kind of in a box right now. They don't want to move outside of that. But it feels like they're planning to. And when they do, I mean, if you're up for that, then it kind of seems like it'll be celebratory. Like you might be right with them, same club and everything. And you know, you on your boo's lap or you on your boo's arm if you're not scared, okay? Because they do want to celebrate with you, pop bottles with you, VIP, fast lane, all of that. Okay, but like I said, there's still somebody else here, and I don't know if they're still going to frequent this place or not. But you might be watched. You already watched. You gang stalked and all of that. But y'all Crips and Bloods, I guess you can handle it. So, all right, let's see. Gang in this motherfucking thing. Let's see. Let me check that chicken. I think it's done. Stick a fork in it. Hold on. Stick a fork in this chicken. Whoop, whoop, chicken, chicken. Whoop, whoop, chicken. Oh no, I need a little bit more crispy. A little bit more crispy. Don't be scared. Don't be scared and don't be hating. Don't be hating in the club. And definitely don't be hating outside the club. You ain't got time to hate outside the club. You better take your ass home where it's nice and warm. Get off that curb. But if you in the club, you there for a good time. You there for a good time. And most of y'all came to shine y'all light so you could find somebody. So, you know, don't let one person ruin your whole night. All right, let's see. What other day? Oh, okay. Let's do the shadows. Let's look in the darker corners of the club. What they doing? Light some of these corners up. I'm gonna hit these 4 corners. A raven. Whoo, this was a wrecking ball coming in the club. I walked in like a raven. Knowledge. Oh Lord, this one right here. This the end. This is the end. But they have some kind of hidden intelligence, or they're just very intellectual, or they know something about someone in particular. Maybe it's you. Okay, or this could be you and you know something about them in particular, but this person came in like a wrecking ball. It's kind of like all eyes on them, but then they went to this corner and kind of just sat there. Like, this is somebody, all eyes was on them. They're like, oh my God, who is that? Do you know who that is? But they just chilling, like, you know, in the darkest corner. Like, they don't even want to be bothered, but the energy is so loud. But yeah, this is like, they dressed in all black. Kind of stealthy. You don't know if they dare to put a hit on somebody, or they mostly, I was saying, femme fatale or like grim reaper type of energy. Like, damn, if you go home with that one tonight, that might be the end of your life as you know it. Okay, tell me more about the raven in the corner. Let's get some tarot on the raven. That's so raven. Oh my God, they could be psychic or intuitive or something like that too. I don't know what kind of club this is, but they can have a table up. They might do tarot or something like that. So, yeah, mysterious. Okay. Giving high priestess energy. Period. Tell me about the raven. Queen of Pentacles. Got a nice bag. Decent money. They look good, especially on the outside. Don't really know what's going on the inside. This person is a mystery, but the energy is giving. Okay, the look is giving. Okay, looks like the finances are giving too, or they could just be like a really good, like they're a hardworking parent or a hardworking person. It says they could be a homebody or work from home, a homemaker or something like that, but they put the work in. They're like, yeah. Okay, so someone who's on top of business. Kind of sounds like a Virgo. Financial provider, organized, socially conscious. So yeah, you know, they make time for the club, but this is a real woman or a real man. They don't be in the club all the time for real. They might peek out, you know what I'm saying, have a good time, but for the most part, they're taking care of home, they're taking care of their life, they're taking care of their kids. They got bills, kids, they got shit to do. But yeah, they gonna come through and get a little bit of candy out the club. Why not? Why not? They gotta live too. Okay, so period. Interesting. So I do feel like you, whoever this is, if this is you, you are catching the eyes of other people in the club. They're wondering about you, trying to, you know, they kind of want to know what's going on with you. Who are you really? Also, if you are spending money in the club, they want to know where you get that money from. What do you do for work? What do you do for a living? How did you get your place? You know, who do you live with? People want to know. Lots of questions. But you also have with the this energy, people are the high priestess or even high priest, male or female. It's like intimidating. So people want to approach you, but you might just notice that people's attention is on you, but they don't really approach you. And that's because they're probably afraid to, not really knowing how to approach you or what to say. It could feel invasive, like, you know, how much information they want or what they want to ask you. It could just seem invasive. So you do have like this protective, or you just got strong boundaries. You have strong boundaries. So they kind of like, you know, if you were to speak to them or invite them over, they're definitely coming to sit down, and they definitely want to have a chat. They might buy around just to continue to have a chat with you or to be connected with you. But at the same time, it's kind of like almost invite only, not really feeling like they're free to approach, or that even if they were to offer you to come to their side or to come to their table, they don't know if you would reject them or not. Okay. You could be, this Raven energy, like I was saying, you could have like Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo vibes with the Queen of Pentacles. All right, let's see. Who else? Light up these corners. That's one. Corner one. Who's in the other corner? Right here. Dang. It's a lot of intuitives in the club. Here's another one. And y'all on the same side. I don't know if y'all know each other. But let's see. Intuition, clairvoyance, and focus. Okay. Your energy, whoever this person is, I'm going to say this is a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They're dancing, but they seem focused. They seem focused, like they're dancing, but it doesn't really seem like they're present with who they're dancing with, or if they're dancing like solo dancing, it doesn't really seem like they're there. It seems as if their energy is elsewhere or something like that. So there are eyes on you. You're you know, grabbing attention, or people are just wondering, you know, what you're up to, who you're there with, you know, where did you come from? Let me see. Let me get some more. Tell me about the crystal ball. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, they're known to be like naturally, you know, psychic and intuitive and very like intelligent when it comes to emotions and things like that. We have the Seven of Cups. There's a lot of illusions surrounding you. I don't know, you could be like a starseed. You grab attention. You may have people that mimic you or are mimicking you currently. There's an illusion around you though, whether or not it's safe. So it's kind of the same energy as up here, but you seem more friendly, you seem more approachable, but at the same time there's fear. Like we have a dragon and a snake here, so people are afraid, like, I don't know if I can trust you, I don't know if you might be mad at me. So I feel like this person here could be like a regular. They may frequent this area or frequent this club, so people know them. They might be well known, but there's definitely like, yeah, you got people that feel like you a homie, but you've been gone for a long time. I'm seeing the reef feels homie-like. And then there's a ghost here too. So I don't know if you ghosted somebody or you haven't called back. You aren't reaching out. You don't connect. So there's some questions about you. Tell me more. Yeah, Seven of Cups came right out. So, yeah, water sign over here. The Magician. Okay. Every time you walk in, you look better than you did before. Every time you walk in, you got more than you had before. Every time you walk in, there is something that has developed or changed, and it is noticeable. And sometimes it's what you predicted. Like you may have said it, I'm going to do this. And then when you pop up, you did. And people question, how do you manage it? How did you do that? Like, how is that possible? So the Magician, yeah, illusions or confusion surrounding you and what you're capable of, what you're able to do. They may be seeing you as like a trickster of some kind with the Magician energy, but that's also a master manifester. So You know, that's the question, is they don't know. Maybe that's still up in the air. Okay. So I don't know. Both of these individuals kind of seem like they done made a personal little lair in the club, and people want to approach or come in, or they got tables at the club and people want to approach and come in, but you know, you got to pay to play, or you got to have the energy. So if it's not literal, they're doing, you know, pop-up shops and tarot readings and stuff like that, then this is probably, you got to have the right energy to connect. Okay, just to connect, just to get close. But people do want to get close to both over here, and it's because they don't know really what's going on. It's interesting. They're different. They stand out. Okay, we got gang stalking, we got gangs and thugs and all of that in the club, and then we got these coming in, you know, like ninjas and psychics. And so yeah, y'all different. All right, let's look at the other two corners here in the club. Who else is in the club? And then I'm gonna end it out after we hit these two corners. Ooh. Okay, down here on the right, we have a ghost. Oh, you a sexy ghost too. People have been looking for you. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Maybe they've seen you one time before, and then they never saw you again. In the realm of shadows where memories are hosts, the echoes of what is gone still haunts me the most. I'm telling you, somebody ain't stopped thinking about you since you walked in, since you walked out. So when they saw you come in, you may try to hide, but you cannot hide. They see you instantly. Like, all eyes are on you. If they've seen you before, they're going to notice you when you walk in the door, and they're going to see where you go to sit. Okay? They are definitely watching you. There's an eerie light around you too. It seems like you've had experienced some kind of glow up or breakthrough. Okay, your hair could be different. Your hair could be longer. You could have slimmed down, or you're slimmer, or you might even be thicker, but I would say like around the hips and the ass and a little more busty or something like that. But and then your skin is glowing. If you're a male, I'm gonna say your hair, something is different about your hair. It could have grown out, or you wear it differently. Maybe you wear it like more wild or free, or you wear afro or something like that. It's like free flowing. Okay. You also could have slimmed down. You could have lost some weight. I'm also getting like your skin is glowing. Your face, you know, your skin looks really good. That chest, you could have been working out. Something about your chest and arms. Okay. So let's see what else. Oh, no. Tell me more about the ghost. That's funny because I said ghost energy here too. And they're in the left bottom corner, and then the other ghost is just right across from you on the other side of the club, and they're in the right bottom corner. Okay, look, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, go ahead and clock it then. Ace of Swords, I'm telling you, they're looking at you. Some thick, fine, or you may have people who feel as if you are like their absolute true reflection, like you are their mastermind equal. That's how they feel. And I think this is on an intellectual level. So maybe this is somebody who ghosted you, but you could ghost them too, and they didn't know that about you. Or this is somebody who can go completely ice cold. You guys could have had a great conversation all night, but at the end of the night, you're not checking for them, looking for them. You out, you're gone, you know, in the wind. And this person may not be used to someone being kind of like as cutthroat or as cold as you, but they are definitely turned on. Is that a sapiosexual or something like that? They're really turned on by your mind. They're really turned on by your energy, and the intellectual wit or strategy. Like there's something here that is like on mind play. It's like a mind play or word play or something like that. But yeah, they own you. Okay. Give me another. What's going on with this ghost? White too. It's something like so clean and crisp and like, or fresh about you. You could even be, especially with the Ace of Swords, you may be very mature. Like you could be part of the older crowd in the club, but your look is young, but your mind is wise. And like this person is, I'm telling you, even if you're not older and you are younger, then you are like, you got an old soul, and this person recognizes that. Yeah, your maturity. I think they're also attracted to your maturity. They like your wise mind or your old soul and your new age body, or your, you know, your new look or something like that. Like, you have a younger look. And you don't age. That's another thing with the ghosts. They feel as if every time they see you, doesn't matter how many years later, like, you still, like, they be like, damn. Okay, it's competition too. Somebody does not want anyone to approach you. Conflict battles, or maybe this is someone who doesn't want their person to. I don't know. But there's some things that have been going on in the background that you probably didn't know about while you were gone. So there was like some kind of like argument either over you or surrounding you, and someone was trying to like compete with you, or they were like, I don't know, you may have felt like somebody was being a little extra or kind of not respecting your boundaries or something like that. And I think it's because they know who's looking at you, and they know that the person is looking at you. I don't feel like this person feels like you're equal, and they feel like you're going to see this other person as your equal. So they may feel like they don't have a chance with you, or that you're going to reject them, or this is someone that you did reject, and they just can't take it watching you be with somebody else here. Okay. All right. All right. Last but not least, let's hit this upper right hand corner. Who's over here in this corner? Oh no, Banshee. Okay. This person is in a corner and in the darkness because they're trying to hide the fact that they're crying. This is someone who is at the club, but they really don't want to be. They could be there because they're trying to get through a relationship or the end of a relationship, or they're looking for someone, but it's a lot of sadness and depression here. So this is not really the scene for this individual, but they are here. So let's see. Not really getting what energy this is, so let's see what the tarot brings out. Who is the Banshee? All I could hear was a warning scream. Ignoring the signs won't make me free. Like, this could be someone trying to escape a relationship, get out of a situation. So they're at the club, like, searching for their souls, searching for freedom, trying to release, you know, just surviving, really, trying to stay alive. Tell me about the Banshee. Yeah, trying to stay alive. They could feel numb or something like that. Something is numb, you know, at home, or boring, or whatever it is, distressing. So they need to like let their hair down. There's a need to feel free. There's a need for new energy, or just to know that there are new people who are happy and ready to have a good time. A lot of people go to clubs and not necessarily care about whether or not they're going to meet someone. It's really about people go there because they want to be happy. Like I said, this person actually might be like one of the only, which is why they're in the darkest corner here, because they don't want to be seen as sad or anything. They're actually looking to know that there are still human beings out here who are happy, who are, you know, fun loving, because that's the energy at the club, you know. It's a good time. Like, why else are you there? And the vibes, the music, the drinks, you know what I'm saying? People, they high. Everybody's having a good time. It's a good time. It's just fun. It's excitement. It's celebration. Probably one of the, you know, it's up. The energy is turned up. Yeah, turned up. So I'm getting this person would like that, or they're seeking that type of energy, but that's not where they are currently. So they're kind of like hiding in the background, probably not wanting to be seen by anybody, just wanting to observe. Oh, they are. Look, Page of Swords. Could be another Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Page of Swords, they're just observing, gathering information. Yeah, definitely. This is somebody that would even reject you if you tried to buy them a drink, or if you offered them a drink. They're good on it. But they want to be there. They want to be there. They want to see. Something about it is healing for them. Okay, because we have the Four of Swords. So this person is here to heal. This could definitely be a Libra specifically. Or a, okay, I'm getting Cancer too. Or a Gemini. with the Page of Swords. But yeah, they're depressed. It says depression, feeling like they missed out on an opportunity, feeling disconnected, kind of there for more of like meditative purposes, kind of like riding the waves of the energy of the music. They could also be bored, so there's really nothing else better to do than to sit around stewing in those feelings or watching TV. So they're like, yeah, no, I think I'm gonna go and see what's popping, see what's going on. Let's get some more vibes. But this person is really there to rest, to kind of recuperate, rejuvenate. They may even see this space as a sanctuary, so they may feel very safe. This may even be somebody like likely, because they kind of over here with the Crips. They could be part of one of the gangs actually, but you know, so that this is the place that they actually frequent. But this is not one of the particular nights that they're going to be like the loudest. You know, they're not really, but they're protected. They feel safe there. It's the people that they know, that they usually, you know, roll with. So turned up with my niggas, hey, turned up with my bitches, hey. Okay, so yeah. They like I feel like they're not drinking, they're not, you know, really engaging. They probably aren't dancing, but they are like smiling, nodding, throwing the hands up, throwing gang signs up, you know, for their crew, and kind of pushing them on and just enjoying the vibes and kind of healing at the same time. Okay, you guys, that's the energy. That's the read. I will see you guys in the next live. Bye.